Balvihar and youth, obviously we are going to have a Gita competition, but we are not going to have a Gita competition today. We'll have a Gita competition in April.
I'm ready, if anybody want to take my place.
No, you can always chant, no test.
I will do. But after children.
All the Balvihar participants have prepared anything on Bhagavad Gita you can present today. But today is the Gita Jayanti we are celebrating. So we are celebrating the knowledge which we are learning. So see what you have learned, you can present that. So with that, who is going to come first? You?
Yeah, very good. There are those who came first.
And you can tell your name.
He came from the
And what
beginning.
you're going to do.
Hari Om. My name is Shriman, and today I would like to talk about a few aspects of the Bhagavad Gita and why it's important. Why do we have to do it? And my favorite sloka of what I've learned over these years. So, Bhagavad Gita, simply. It's referred to as the Gita, and it's 700 verses of Hindu scripture in Sanskrit by Veda Vyasa. It's an Upadesam. Krishna basically puts all this information in Arjuna's brain, and he tells him, okay, stay calm. You are not about to fight your uncles, your friends, everybody. You're going to fight your enemies. So you better get ready for this. If you don't, then life is over. You're gonna die. So do you want to live, or do you want to die? So basically he's relating this type of information. It's the eternal message of spiritual wisdom from the Bharata Bhumi, which is basically motherland. Well, what does Bhagavad Gita essentially mean? Well, Gita is equal to song, while Bhagavad is equal to God. So many very experienced people say it's the song of God from which Krishna says, okay. Like Yoda from Star Wars. He's like, use the Force with you. Otherwise, it's just like, who went to the Star Wars movie? If you did, then did you see Yoda?
No.
Exactly. Yoda died to keep the Force going. Basically, Krishna is saying Arjuna to do the same thing. So, basically, why do we do Bhagavad Gita? It's the doctrine of the universe, truth. It influences people all over the world. It reveals our inner selves, like taking a mask off your face. This holy scripture takes away the mask that we conceal ourselves with, like Kylo Ren in Star Wars. How does Bhagavad Gita help in life? It tells us how to live a purposeful life, meaningful. Why? It helps us to strive to live each day, forever, each with health, meaning, and balance. Yoga is described in the Bhagavad Gita, and with this knowledge, we can understand how to live devotion. We go through so many life forms, and then we appear in this yuga, this life form. Why should we waste it? God has given us so many chances to prove ourselves. Why not do it now? So Bhagavad Gita lets you intake all of this and lets you go after you die. Like, it lets you live freely, lets you let go of your pain, lets you let go of your other bad deeds that you did. My favorite sloka that I learned so much from was from chapter 4, verse 8. Could you please repeat this? Paritranaya sadhunam Vinasaya cha dushkritam Dharma samstapanadaya Sambhavami yuge yuge This means Sri Krishna said, to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miserants, as well as to reestablish the principles of religion, I appear from time to time. So, to me, God appears from time to time. If we overlook him and despise him, the Lord, then we will get back our own karma and our own bad deeds. And then we will become crushed by the force of Dharma. And then if we don't overlook him, we serve him faithfully, we give him what we most desire, then we will be happy and get rid of those sorrows and be free. So, in this yuga, group chantings or satsang is the karma that we need to perform. Because if we didn't, then Gita is basically what somebody thinks as a piece of scripture that just explains something, but we don't know how to do it and we don't know how to say it. What's the point of it? There will be positive vibrations and peace everywhere. Being an auspicious day and us chanting Bhagavad Gita slokas, I hope everyone takes positive thoughts for the year ahead. Thanks, Auntie and Uncle, for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Wow.
Hari Om. My name is Pulkit Iyer. I am in 6th grade. Today I'm going to talk about the Bhagavad Gita and go into detail on one specific shloka. So, what is this Bhagavad Gita? God says to man that I created you, but I gave you the ability to have a free will and intellect. But remember that all of your choices have consequences, so choose wisely. Another lesson that the Bhagavad Gita has is that man can get angry, disappointed, upset, mad, etc. But Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita how to be happy the whole time. There are many ways, but two are meditation and not worrying about the fruit of the action. There is one shloka that I want to talk about. It is chapter 3, shloka 21. Can you please repeat after me? Yad yad acharati shreshta. Yad yad acharati shreshta. Tad tad eva taro janaha. Tad tad eva taro janaha. Sayya pramanam kurute. Sayya pramanam kurute. Lokastad anuvartate. Lokastad anuvartate. The meaning of this shloka is whatever a great man does, all the other men will follow. Whatever standards he sets, the whole world will try and achieve it. I learned that a good leader must make good choices, for everyone follows him and looks up to him and does exactly what he does. My mother looks up to me, literally and figuratively, so I have to make good choices because I am his role model. Making good choices will have good consequences, and that will make you happy. Thank you. Hari Om.
Very good.
Hello, my name is Rohan Shroff, and here is just a quick viewpoint on the Bhagavad Gita. Many in my generation do not have much appreciation for old scriptures and deem them unreliable or cliché. However, I can assure them that this is not the case. The Bhagavad Gita allows us to improve our understanding of life and the events that come with it. So what is the Bhagavad Gita exactly? The Bhagavad Gita is the conversations between Krishna and Arjuna during the war of Mahabharata and takes events from the book and relates it to our life. Bhagavad means God and Gita means song. But why is it called the Song of God? Well, if spoken perfectly in Sanskrit, it will be extremely melodious. So why do I study the Bhagavad Gita? I use it to relax after a busy week of school and get ready for the upcoming week. From the Bhagavad Gita, I have learned to cope with the stress and anxiety of an Ivy school. From all the slokas I have learned so far, sloka 63 from chapter 2, Yoga of Knowledge, is my favorite. Krodad bhavati samohat, samohat smriti vibramaha, smriti brahmshat buddhinasho, buddhinashat pranashyati. The meaning of this sloka is, from anger comes delusion, and from delusion comes loss of memory. Destruction of discrimination is followed by loss of memory, and from destruction of discrimination, one perishes. Like my fellow students here, when have you studied hard, and then the test is something completely different? You get angry and frustrated. When this occurs, you will get a loss of memory, called a brain freeze in my school.
loss of memory is followed by destruction or discrimination. When this occurs, you can forget the harm in cheating and look over someone's papers. From destruction or discrimination, one perishes. Your teacher could then see you cheating, resulting in a failing grade. This would cause you to perish in your academics. As you can see, the Bhagavad Gita compares big events from the Mahabharata and compares them to our daily issues. The Bhagavad Gita helps us learn, become happy, and live a simpler life.
Very, very good.
Wow, what?
Hi, my name is Vihan Iyer. I am in 2nd grade. What is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is in Mahabharata. Bhagavad Gita is what Krishna told Arjuna when he was sad. Krishna told him lots of things about how to do his job well, even when he was not happy about it. What do we learn from Bhagavad Gita? Do things good for others, even if you have to fight for it. My today's shloka is from chapter 12, verse 11. Ataya dapya shaktosi kartum madhyayogam asharataya sarva karma phala tyagam tatta kuru yatta amatavan. Meaning, if you are unable to do this, surrender to me and love me only. Don't worry about all fruits of action. Live a life with not too much but not too little either. What this means to me is that there are many ways to live a life. Some are easy, some are hard. If you can't do the hard ones, then do the easy ones. This shloka talks about an easier way. How this shloka helps me in life. You can become closer to God so that you can become one with God and always be happy. Also, don't be greedy or lazy. Hari Om.
Very good.
I chose chapter 2, verse 67 for my shlok, and it goes, Indriyani karatam yanmano navidyate, tadasya harati prajanam vayor navami vambasi. The meaning of this shlok is, among the various senses, the wandering mind becomes engrossed in that sense, certainly leading astray the mind and his intelligence, like the wind snatches away a boat on the water. So the reason this is important to me is because we have 5 senses, but if you choose one, the others just fade away, causing you to become distracted and troubled. I like to think of this to make sure I stay focused and I keep calm sense of mind. For example, in school, if I was to only focus on looking at what the teacher is writing on the board, I lose my sense of hearing, can miss important facts. If I don't write it down with my sense of touch, it can be really troublesome. And I also like to use this not only for the senses, but when you think about it, studying, playing with friends, playing video games. Of course, doing only one for a long period of time is bad, but that can go either way for all 3. But if you balance it out totally, then it's not as bad, and you can have a common sense of place. So that was the slok I chose, but something kind of unrelated but still relatable. My dad recently brought to my attention an article online about, if you know, the Darwin theory and Lord Vishnu's avatars. So I'm just gonna real quickly go over that. So number 1, the Matsya avatar or fish, which is the waterborne life. Number 2, the Kurm avatar or turtle, water and landborne amphibian. Going to number 3, the Var avatar or boar, the landborne mammal. Number 4, the Narshing avatar or human lion, the primate, or half human. 5, the Vam avatar or dwarf, the Homo erectus. And going to number 6, the Parashuram or divine seeker, Homo sapiens. Number 7, moving on to Ram or perfect humans, the God-conscious ones. Number 8, Krishna or supreme yogi, the self-conscious humans. And number 9, the Buddha or consciousness, self-realization. Finally, number 10, the Kalki or Christ, the Homo spiritus or God realized. What is seen in the development of these species right from the first signs of carbon life in the oceans billions of years ago to the present still evolving Homo sapiens? These 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu fit the chronological order set by Darwin and the creation and evolution of humans. I found this really interesting, seeing as to how Darwin, who assuming had not very much knowledge of what was going on with like the Hinduism and Vishnu and its avatars, having almost mirror images of the two theories. So I found it very interesting that these two were so relatable, but they were so far apart at the same time. So thank you.
Very good.
I'm going to talk about the importance of the Gita in our daily life. The Gita is a significant Hindu scripture. The word Gita means song, and the word Bhagavad means God. So sometimes it's called the Song of God. The scripture also helps people move on from sorrow and regret. It opens a new path and tries to lure you away from desires. By eliminating desires, we are freed from struggling and striving, our egotistic actions. It also eliminates our anxiety and frustrations. The Bhagavad Gita is a divine message for troubled people, and it provides many solutions in our daily lives. It helps us find solutions for our problems and helps us balance our material lives with our spiritual needs. Despite the fact that the Gita was written centuries ago, it is still relevant today, perhaps even more relevant today than it was back then. The Gita says to do your duty to your best ability. For instance, if you're a student, study to your best ability without worrying about the outcome. The overall aim of the Gita is to lead one to tranquility, happiness, and equanimity. The Gita asks two universal questions. Who am I, and how can I lead a happy and peaceful life in this world of difficulties? Thank you.
Very, very good.
All are done.
Hello, my name is Kunal and I'll be doing my favorite shloka. My favorite shloka is chapter 2, shloka number 37. Hatova prapsasi swargam jitva va bokshasi mahim tasmat uktisha konteya yuddhaya karnishtaya. And the meaning is, slain you will obtain heaven, victorious you will enjoy the earth, therefore stand up, O son of Kunti, resolved to fight. And then, in this great war, while fighting Arjuna, told by Lord Krishna that he shall be the gainer, whether he is victorious or vanquished. In case he has to give up his life in war front, fighting for such a noble cause, he will enter in the heaven. In case he wins, he shall centrally come to rule over the kingdom and enjoy the world. Either way, he wins because he is on the side of the good.
Very good. Both ways are the winner.
Om samsamidhyodase vishannagne vishvadirya ilaspate samidhyase sano sunyavara Sangachatvam samvadatam sampomanam chijaratam deva bhavam yada purve sanjanana upasate samana matra samitis samana matra sahajitamesham samane vao havishajuhomi samane vao Samano hridayaniva samanamastu vomana yadavasa sahasaha